Boom. Okay.
Oh, I see it
Awesome.
up there.
So,
All right.
so first question, how do you define success in regard to your health, fitness, and performance?
I define success as consistency, being consistent in all three aspects. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you remain consistent, then you're going to reach your goals at one point or another. As soon as you start getting inconsistent, that's when other factors start coming into play. As terms of like you might you're going to go off your diet, your training's not going to be as well, your sleep may not be as well, and it's just like overall dedication to what you want and how much effort are you willing to put into it.
Yeah, you want to get that nice positive cycle going for sure.
Hmm.
Cool. So what is kind of a major problem or something that kind of impacted you before coaching? And has that changed over time? So like what were, before we started coaching, like what were some like issues or problems that you ran into kind of training on your own?
Oh God, there are so many issues that came up on my own. It was my nutrition was complete ass. It was complete. Oh,
Yeah,
there was nothing going on. Like there was no like solid plan in terms of that, and my lifts were completely stagnant. Like they were not moving in any sort of way, like that I wanted them to. I plateaued hard, absolutely plateaued, and I couldn't really figure out why. Even after like terms of like own programming and stuff like that, like I thought I can do it on my own, but like um, just really seeing my numbers not change over like almost a year, but all right, it's time to change in one way or another, and I really needed that like push because I know you'll make me do the things I don't want to do, but
oh,
that'll make me an overall better lifter. So that's why.
for sure. Yeah, awesome. That's a great answer, man. I mean, it definitely makes sense. I don't think I realized how much you plateaued before we started. I thought you were kind of clipping along. I knew the bench was plateaued. I definitely knew that, but um,
It
uh,
wasn't moving in the rate I wanted it to.
well, I
So
mean, to be honest, it never is, but yeah, for sure.
and the accountability too. There was no accountability.
I
It's like
definitely hold that's accountable.
and the things with like people when you start lifting and then people start seeing that they want to start lifting with you, and then like I started to kind of see a problem with that as in terms of like um I would keep them accountable, but no one kept me accountable in that sense.
Yeah.
And that so needed
Well, that
that.
explains why you became a trainer, huh?
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah.
um, have you tried to solve that problem before? So you were plateaued. Your nutrition was shit. Have you tried to solve that before with any training programs or other coaches or anything like that?
I tried a multitude of like training programs, like the online training programs and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
the thing about those is that they're very it's not specific to me and what and where I suffer in terms of like specific parts in a lift. It's very just I see them as very like you're just getting started. Here's a program to, kind of get started based off your goals. But once you kind of, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but once you reach to a level where you have very specific needs,
For
those
sure.
kinds of programs don't really work as well anymore, especially with the mindset of you want to compete. So all of that is very crucial and very important. And I haven't tried any other coaches aside from my initial like first ever coach, and that was fucking 5 years ago. So
How was
and
that? How about that?
it was good. It was very good. It was very volume heavy. It was very
For sure.
volume heavy. But I just started getting into like serious lifting at that time,
Mhm.
like serious lifting. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do specifically powerlifting yet. But a lot of it was just learning the technique and learning the form and learning, how to move my body in the correct ways. So a lot of it was just very experimental learning, and then got this, it made it that much easier to get you as a coach once, after that because I already knew the importance of it. It's just I realized I couldn't do it on my own.
For
So
sure. Awesome. Can you walk me through your decision to work with me initially?
um it got to the point I remember the first time like you came into like my head as like someone I might want to like have coach me. I think it was when I pulled I think four something on the deadlift the first time with the straps, and then like you came over and you started like asking me questions, and I think you tried to floor pull me. That's what it really was. You tried to floor pull me. And then like I realized you tried to pull me after I started working as a trainer. I'm like, oh, that's what you were trying to do. But
Yeah.
then like I was like, and I didn't really know like who you were and kind of like what you really did until like I started following you on Instagram and like kind of saw your lifts and I'm like, oh god, this guy's fucking a monster. This dude's strong as shit. What the hell is this? And then kind of from there and there, like I would go in kind of like seeing if you were there to kind of ask for tips and tricks or like kind of like a little bit of help. But then I saw how busy you were in terms of like you were I think probably like a 10K trainer at the time. So
Yeah.
you had a freaking crazy schedule and everything, and and the little bits of time that you did have, you would give me like a spot or like something like that, and like I really appreciated that. But I kind of felt like it was time to like if I see this dude always constantly busy, then he's definitely doing something right.
Yeah, for sure, man. Awesome. So, can you walk me through like kind of what happened on that day that you decided to like pull the trigger? So you were thinking about it for a little bit. I was in your head as this potential coach, right? You were definitely plateaued. You definitely knew you need some help. Definitely had coaching in the past. So what was that like? What was that trigger or moment that like made it click in your head to like, okay, I'm ready right now?
It was after my first meet, like after that first competition.
Yeah,
I
because we
think you were
competed
there.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. But I was on like one of those general programs and stuff like that, and it did great. But it was like that feeling of competition. I knew that with a specialized program for me, I can make even greater results. And then who else would I go to at that point? I saw you lift some crazy stuff that day, and like the numbers you weren't happy with were the numbers I was trying to achieve. So um, I was just like, okay, all right, let's fucking do it. And then I just came to realize like financially, it's just like if I want to reach my goals, I just can't let money stop me unless it's very crucial. But I'm grateful enough to still be living at home and have the funds to kind of do that.
For sure. Absolutely. Cool. All right. So yeah, I definitely think that meet was the trigger. I remember we had a fun competition. We were in the same flight, right? So
Yeah,
that was,
yeah, it was
that
it
was
was
a blast.
wild.
Or
Downing pre-workout,
some of the
take,
flights, but
taking a scoop of pre-workout before every lift. I was like, oh my god,
yep.
yeah, that was the time.
All right. So what specifically do you want from me in my coaching program, and has that changed over time?
Um, I don't think it's changed over time. Like I've always been very like content with it. I always look at my program, and at some point during the workout, I'm always like, what the fuck are you making me do? But I know it's to make me better, and it's just like that extra push. And I like how um, very I don't know what's the word. I'm trying to think of the I don't know, attentive you are to one person's like progress as you have so many clients. Like you're able to identify who's weak and what right away, and I think that's due to how such a helpful to everyone. It's of like videoing their workouts, you know, showing you so you can really make giving them the best results, and then also through strength at the same time. Um, as as that's what I'm trying to do now with all of my clients too. So
That's it, man. That's the
I
goal.
hope
Got
that
to
was
lead
a
front.
satisfactory answer, and that's it.
Cool. So,
hmm
what was the biggest obstacle you had to like overcome before signing up as a client? Were there any things that were like holding you back that you had to like kind of overcome and break through?
I think it was just my pride and my ego, and that sense, in the sense that like, oh, I've had a coach for like 3, 4 months. I did great. I'm making good results. I don't need someone anymore because I'm grown. Like, no, it's just getting past that,
Yeah,
getting
I
past
think.
that whole like mindset. Yeah, getting past that entire like mindset and like letting go my pride and kind of staying humble within myself to not go in there and like max out every day and to not go in and necessarily work out for anyone else except myself. Getting
Would,
past like that mindset.
yeah. Would you say the goal is to kind of dominate humbly? Is
Yeah, would you say? I would
that
say.
what you're getting at?
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
So what did you find as a result of training with me?
I found that what was it? That's a very broad question. There's a lot of there's a lot of answers in there. Turns out that through trading with you, I found out I'm a lot stronger than I ever thought it would be around this time. I didn't think I'd be able to hit the numbers or progress already. Like I didn't think my bench would be moving at the rate that it is right now, and I'm like, this is fucking wild.
We're fucking trying, bro.
I don't know if I don't know where my max is anymore in bench, and I fucking love that. And what else is there? There's so much more. Can I hear the question one more time? I kind of lost thought of the question.
What did you find as a result of training with me?
I'll
So
find a result.
as possible. So I like that, obviously, as a powerlifting coach.
Okay. What did I find? That I'm able to not necessarily boast about how much weight I'm doing, or kind of like I kind of touched upon this before. Like I'm not going in to impress anyone or try to like outlift anyone. It's kind of this entire like fitness journey is not a competition against anyone else but myself. It's kind of what I've learned.
For sure.
So it's like how well, like, yes, I have you there for accountability, but again, you're extremely busy as well. And there's only so much, accountability you can give me in that sense. So it's really up to me to keep myself accountable on every other aspect during every other day.
For sure.
And it's like waking up every day and wondering like, why do I get up at 2:30 in the morning and go lift and all this other stuff? So
That's it. Awesome. Cool. So, what is your overall feeling about training with me?
Oh, it's fucking, I go into every week like, oh God, what the fuck's this man gonna make me do? But I'm excited at the same time. Like I'm freaking hyped to see like what this week's gonna bring. And it's just like, I know I'm gonna hit some crazy numbers by the end of this year. Like it's gonna be absolutely nutty about what the fuck I'm gonna hit. And I know like through you, I could definitely achieve like a 1,500 total at some point in my lifting career. At
That's it.
some point. And I always, kind of think to myself, like, I'm still only 23 years old. I still have so many fucking years, to go.
Yeah.
And as I'm talking to like, other people, other trainers at the gym, I have to keep in mind that, the ones who are, stronger than me, or like I'm nearing the cusp of like the same level of strength as them. Like I got to remember the fact that they're like 26, 27, even almost near 30. And
Yeah.
I'm still only 23. So I have plenty of years and plenty of digits. So like I always think about what can I achieve with Dre in the next 2 to 3 years? Like what's gonna be possible? And then those numbers like definitely keep me going in that sense too.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely put some pounds on the total. What is the overall pounds we put on your total? I know we only were able to do that mock meet last year, and then the whole COVID thing kind of canceled our last meet plans, and now we have a next meet planned that we're going to hit obviously bigger total, crack that 1,300. But where did you start in terms of numbers, and where are you at now?
Started, let's see, I was only at 1,100 at the time.
For sure.
Because I had a 395 bench, a 395 squat, 235 bench, and 470 deadlift.
Yeah.
And now we're at a 445 squat, a 265 with some question marks bench, and then a 520 dead. So right now we're at 1,230.
For sure.
So that's 130 pounds.
130 pounds in your total in what? What was that? Less than a year, right?
I think so.
For sure.
I think so. Because what was it? We competed March of 2018. And then that's when I hit that 1,100 total. And then like shortly immediately after that, it's when I signed up with you. And then we did the mock meet last year in April.
Yeah, so about a year.
Yeah, so about a year. So that's
over a year.
And then that's when I hit that, like added that 130 pounds. And then this year is kind of fucked up in the sense of the whole COVID thing. But we're looking to November. So we're looking to.
I'm pumped for that Steel Beach meet, dude. We're gonna have like 15 to 20 clients there. It's gonna be a blast.
We're all going to
get the team members and all that stuff. So, so what specific benefit do you like the most about training with me?
Specific benefit, the accountability the expertise, the push, and you hold your clients to like such a standard that I don't see many other like coaches hold themselves, like not themselves, but hold their clients to. Like, you know, the limits of your clients, and you know that we're a lot stronger than we think, and you're there to push us, and you're there to make us, you know, really achieve them strength goals and get strong as shit. And it's just like the
That,
level of confidence I built within myself through working with you has been a lot more than I did when I had my other coach and when I was by myself. So
sweet. Awesome. Um, yeah. So last question, I guess. Would you recommend others sign up? And if so, why?
oh, hell fucking yeah, dude. You trying to die? You trying to get strong as shit? Like,
That's
bro,
it.
this man will kill you in a way you will never like even thought about. But it's like, if you're serious about, you know, your strength goals, like, you can't put a price tag on that. It's just like, it's gonna help you feel better. Your confidence level is gonna go up. You're gonna get freaking jacked. Even though you're working strength, you're still gonna get jacked. Um, he's gonna help you with your food, your nutrition. He knows his shit. Like, he really knows his shit. And it's like, having someone else kind of worry about that, and you don't have to worry about all that yourself, other than like actually performing it, is huge. It's just like, I don't have to worry about, oh, what am I gonna do when I go in tomorrow? Oh, I already know what I'm doing. Drake took care of it. He's gonna destroy me. Great, we're gonna lift some crazy stuff. And then with the plans, if you ever do plan on competing, like, that in-person like day of coaching is
Game.
crucial, because yeah, game day, you do not want to be stressing over what weights, over like anything like that, especially if it's your first meet. Like, you having someone there with you helps, you know, ease things so much easier into the world of powerlifting, because it can be slightly intimidating at times, but having someone there eases a lot of that tension. So if you're really looking to reach your goals, and even you want to get jacked just in general, like, you've seen this dude's back, like, holy shit, this dude's fucking, this dude's literally a silverback gorilla, like, goddamn Donkey Kong over here. So this dude's literally
Hey,
like fucking.
I appreciate the kind words and the recommendation, but it's been fun training with you. Obviously, you only get out, you know, kind of what you put in terms of coaching.
Oh,
So
for
you've
sure.
been diligent. You've been working your ass off. You've always been over I think 95% on True Coach. I don't think you've ever dropped below 95% adherence. It's probably higher than
Mm.
that, actually. I'd probably peg you at like 97, 98. But that's it, man. Just got to be dedicated. Got to fucking enjoy it, and got to keep hungry for the next level, right?
Always got to keep hungry. I'm freaking starving right now. Like, I wanna lift heavy, but I know it'll come with time. I want to lift
That's
heavier. I want to
hey,
lift heavier.
we're coming soon, man.
It
Still
took
be
everything in my being to not bench 275 last week on that good bench day. I was like, yo, I really just want to hit two. I really just want to hit 275 so bad. So that's what I want to do. But
awesome.
again, it's humbling yourself and knowing, you know, stick to the plan. It'll come.
Stick to the
So
fucking program.
stick to the fucking program. Even though
That's
I'm sometimes, I'm not the greatest at that, but, you know, in terms of in
most
terms of extra volume, in terms of, I throw in a whole bodybuilding workout after my main powerlifting lifts.
that's
Like,
it. Oh, we gotta build the delts a little bit. So
yeah,
not
so like I fucking destroy my own shoulders all the time and all that stuff.
that's
Yeah.
it. Well, I appreciate you coming on and getting this client interview done and saying so many nice things. And let's keep killing it. All right.
All right. Sounds good, Dre.
Peace
Yo,
out. See you.
your beer's coming in like crazy too, dude.
You got. I don't know. I think I'm in top three. I think you and Chris might have me beat. You and Chris might have me, but I'll fight to stay in the top three of the beards for the disruptive. So
gotta stay in there. All right,
that's
bro.
it. All right. Peace out.
Take it easy.